Assalamu alaikum. Our project title is Improvement of Asphalt Mix Characteristics by using bone glue and hydrated lime, and it is supervised by Dr. Danish Farooq. Introduction. Polymer modified asphalt has been used in almost every part of the world, especially in advanced countries. Polymers requires high temperature and longer period of time to give homogeneous blend when mixed with bitumen or asphalt mixture. In order to improve the performance of flexible payments engineers are continuously in pursuit of advanced and more efficient asphalt binders. Modifiers enhance the durability and sustainability of payments materials or the aggregates which is collected from Margala from near to Texla. And bitumen we use of having 70 to 70 grade and lime in our project. Following are the objectives of this study. The target of this study used bone glue as a modifier in asphalt binder and hydrated lime in order to enhance its performance property to investigate adhesion potential of bone glue modified asphalt binder to investigate permanent deformation and fatigue behavior of bone glue modified asphalt mixture. Some Here are some socioeconomic benefits. Bone glue is cost-effective and eco-friendly material. Moreover, it produces a durable and non-hazardous mixture. It is basically environmental friendly products that we are going to use we are going to use and using in this project. Bone glue can harden the composite modified asphalt and improve the high temperature deformation resistance of asphalt. Bone glue and lime as a waste derivative having the advantage of low cost, green and extensive resources. A modified binder with bone glue showing great improvement on shear fatigue, creep compliance and complex shear modulus than control asphalt. Here is the mention is methodology. We use different tests. First of all, we discuss aggregate test, gradation test, flakiness elongation, specific gravity absorption test, Los Angeles test, then bitumen test or penetration test, ductility test, flash and fire, and softening point. Then we go to the Marshall mix design, sample preparation, and optimum bitumen contact, which is also known as OBC, and performance tests or frequency sweep test, dynamic modulus test. Here are the some test results we mentioned in this slide and showing through graph opening size versus passing, and here is the values. It is showing variation by different sizing by different size and passing in different percentages. And flakiness, here is the values of flakiness and elongation. Flakiness index is 15.6 and elongation index is 42.3% of material that we use, and specific gravity result we get 2.64, and basically the standard value lies between 2.60 to 2.65. Observant test value is 0.9%. Los Angeles abrasion test we get the value of 29.7%, and standard value lies but should be under less than 30%. Here is the bitumen test and showing some results, and we get the penetration value is 0.58 in millimeter. Penetration test basically it is used to check the grade of the bitumen, and we get the grade between 60 to 70 grade. And ductility test it is used to check the adhesive property of asphalt binder. And then flash and fire point test, it is basically used to check the properties of a material in response to heat, and our required value was 175 degree and we get the value of 345 degree. And another test we performed, we get the value of 374 hours. Our required was 180 degree centigrade. And softening point test, and our required value was 38.9 centigrade and we get the value of 40.7%, and standard value softening should be lie between 35 to 70 centigrade. And we use the different percentages of bone glue and keeping the constant value of lime, and we have a different results against different graph. And finally we get the value of OBC, which is basically optimum binding bitumen contact Here is that we use 6% value, 6% of bone glue in our test and 1% lime, and we get the value of OBC 4.83, and which is showing in different graph. And here we use 9%, 1%, and then we use 12%. By using different percentage, we get the conclusion that it is showing different behaviors on different percentages. So we can use different percentages to check the material and its behavior. And these are the performances tests, frequency sweep test. Frequency sweep test is particularly useful test, and it enables its viscoelastic properties of sample to be determined as a function of time scale. The frequency sweep curves gives a good rheological description of how the product will behave during storage and application. Frequency sweep test between 10 to 0 hazards. Dynamic modulus test. It basically represents a stiffness asphalt material when tested in a compressive type repeated load test and resist the permanent deformation. Here is the outcome. The addition of blue glue basically it increases the stiffness of asphalt binder, causing a decrease in its ductility and penetration value while increasing its softening point. And its test shows the behavior of the material and showing its indicator that it is going to behave well and good as a good modifier. And at the end we going to calculate we are going to conclude it that it is very costly and effective and time saving. It is showing improvement against rotting resistance, and it is helpful in warm climates. Use of another binder improved that the effect of bone glue is not binders is sensitive. We can use it widely whenever and wherever it is going to be used. And further research on different percentage of bone glue in binder and further logical study in order to fully explore its modifying materials are in process. And these are the reference we use in our data. Thank you so much.